I'm going to show you how to work the essential rows for my teaching pattern, the simple brioche rib cowl. So I've cast on loosely, but didn't cast on the full number of stitches called for in the pattern since I'm just doing a demonstration. I've joined in the round and knit one round according to the pattern and am ready to begin my setup round. So here we're going to work a slip-one yarn over, then a knit stitch, and repeat these two stitches all the way around. I'll demonstrate first in British style and then continental. So I'm going to start my slip-one yarn over by bringing my yarn to the front of my work, slipping a stitch, and then knitting my next stitch. Again, bring the yarn forward, slip my stitch, and then knit the next stitch. As I knit my stitch, I complete this yarn over, and I'm going to show you up close here how my yarn over travels up and over my slip stitch and to the left. Okay, take a peek at those stitches as you work them so that you know what they look like. Bring the yarn forward, slip purlwise, always slip these stitches purlwise, and then knit the next stitch. Again, yarn forward, slip, and knit. So this is just our setup round. We're going to be joining our new color for the next round. So again, yarn forward, slip, and knit. And let me show you in continental style. Okay, for continental style, the slip-one yarn over is one simultaneous movement. So I'm going to bring my yarn forward, slip my stitch and yarn over at the same time, and then knit. Slip one yarn over and knit. Bringing the yarn forward, slip one yarn over and knit. Yarn forward, slip one yarn over and knit. Bring the yarn back to the front, slip one yarn over and knit. Again, yarn to the front, slip one yarn over and knit. Yarn over, slip one yarn forward, slip one yarn over and knit. I'm going to complete this row and I will meet you back here to start our next color. I finished my setup round and now I'm ready to pick up my second color and join that. So I'm just letting my color A, my first color, hang in the back here. It's not really doing anything. And my very first stitch to be worked is a slip one yarn over. So this is going to be a brioche purl. According to the pattern, I have brioche purl and a slip stitch yarn over repeat all the way around. So let's start with that brioche purl. I'm going to insert my right needle into my stitch, back to front as if to purl. I make a little loop on my needle. I have a tail here. Let me show you my tail. I have about an 8-inch tail that I can weave in later. I'm going to put the loop over my needle and go ahead and purl that. I'm going to let my tail go, and then I'm going to do my slip one yarn over. So I'm going to slip my stitch and bring my yarn all the way around my needle. Okay, it was in the front, it wraps around the back and back to the front again. And now I'm ready to brioche purl my next stitch. So brioche purl, and then slip one, yarn over. So this is British style. I'll show you continental in just a minute. So brioche purl, slip one, yarn over, brioche purl, slip one, yarn over, brioche purl, slip one, yarn over, brioche purl, slip one, yarn over. So you get the idea. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate continental. So just like with the setup round, our slip one yarn over is one move. So I'm going to brioche purl, my yarn's in the front, slip one yarn over, and brioche purl, slip one yarn over, brioche purl. It's a great idea to chant through this so that you kind of keep up with what you're doing. It's very easy to get turned around in brioche and sort of stop in the middle of a row and become a little bit disoriented until you really get the hang of it. Okay, so I'm going to finish my round and meet you back here, and we will start our round 2. So I'm now at my last 2 stitches of round 1. So I'm going to brioche purl, and I'm going to slip one yarn over. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to bring my yarn to the front, and I'm just going to let it hang there. I'm going to let it go, slip my marker, and now it's time to pick up my color A. Okay, so for round 2, I have my color A ready. I am going to slip one yarn over and brioche knit around. So you can see my very first stitch is a slip, and whenever you see a single stitch and you're ready to knit it, it's going to need a yarn over. Whenever you see 2 stitches together, those are going to need to become a single stitch. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and slip one yarn over. So in order to do that, British style, I bring the yarn to the front, slip my stitch, and then I brioche knit. So I'm just going to knit those 2 loops together. Yarn forward, slip one, and brioche knit. Your stitches are going to tend to sort of clump up, so sort of make it a habit to open them up a little bit to see where your slip stitches and where your brioche stitches are. So yarn front, slip, and knit. Yarn forward, slip, and knit. Yarn forward, slip, and knit. And you'll just continue this way around. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate continental here. So we're going to slip one yarn over and then brioche knit. Slip one yarn over, brioche knit. So I'm just going to keep repeating round 1 and 2 until I get to my my row where I need to prepare to bind off. So I'm going to knit just a little bit of brioche here, and then I'm going to show you how to end your project. So let's imagine that I've worked about 14 inches of this cowl and I'm ready to bind off. So I worked my last round 1 and 2, and then I worked round 1 once more according to the pattern. And now what I need to do is cut my color B, cut a tail long enough to weave in, and then I'm going to go back here and find my color A and work this round that tells me to purl 1 and brioche knit all the way around. So I'm going to bring my yarn to the front, and I'm going to purl, bring the yarn to the back, and brioche knit. Purl and brioche knit. And if you notice, we have no slip-on yarn overs on this round. What we're doing is getting back to single stitches. And we're essentially knitting a 1-by-1 rib. Purl 1, brioche knit, purl 1, brioche knit. Okay, and then from here, what you'll do is finish this round, and then you'll work 1 more round and then bind off. And don't forget to bind off loosely. So have fun.